Thanks, Will.
Be careful, Will. Thanks so much.
Can you imagine just how magnetic the most handsome black men in Hollywood are? One of them, despite being married, has countless actresses falling at his feet, boldly flirting without hesitation. Another? His charm is so powerful that even his male co-stars can't help but be captivated. That's right, these men aren't just shining stars in the entertainment world, they're like gods of beauty, making hearts race across all genders. Be warned, just one look from them could leave your heart pounding uncontrollably. Honestly, I can't hold back any longer. So, what are we waiting for? Let's dive into the world of these 29 breathtaking icons right now. Blair Underwood, so striking, Hollywood had to pause. Blair Underwood, with his undeniably perfect appearance, caused Hollywood to pause in a defining moment. In 1986, when he entered the casting room for LA Law, time seemed to stand still. Dressed in a perfectly tailored gray suit, with a confident smile and sharp gaze, Blair didn't just catch attention, he made every other candidate fade away. Stephen Bochco, the famously demanding producer of LA Law, was reviewing papers when he looked up and froze. After a brief pause, he dropped his pen, propped his chin on his hand, and stared at Blair. "Who is this?" Bochco asked, his excitement evident. Blair introduced himself, but before he could finish, Bochco instantly dubbed him Jonathan Rollins. Blair nearly secured the role without an audition. Bochco asked him to perform one scene, a dramatic moment where Jonathan defends his client with a powerful speech. Blair nailed it in a single take, prompting Bochco to declare, "This is your role." After Blair left, one of the screenwriters jokingly remarked, "Did we just find a talented lawyer or a model for suit advertisements?" But the story didn't end there. As filming progressed, Blair remained the center of attention. Female actresses and crew members couldn't help but gravitate toward him, admitting it was hard to concentrate while acting alongside such a handsome man. Not long after, People magazine named Blair Underwood one of the 50 most beautiful people in the world. This recognition propelled his career and solidified his image as a symbol of charm and power. Idris Elba, 2018's sexiest man alive, a legendary rise to irresistible masculine allure. Idris Elba was crowned People magazine's sexiest man alive in 2018, but few know the intense selection process behind the decision. The editorial team spent hours in a private meeting to determine the perfect candidate. While Idris was already a household name, he didn't easily secure the title. Eventually, they invited him to a secret photo shoot to test his real-life appeal. When Idris entered the studio, the room fell silent. Dressed in a fitted turtleneck and black jeans, his presence was overwhelming. One crew member later recalled, "The light seemed to zero in on him." Idris wasn't just attractive, he had an undeniable magnetism. The photo shoot was flawless, and as soon as the images were submitted, the editor-in-chief declared, "No one else deserves this more than Idris Elba." From that moment, his career skyrocketed. Fashion and fragrance brands couldn't resist his allure, and Idris quickly became a global icon. One of his perfume ads saw sales double within a week, thanks to a scene of him walking through a dimly lit room. Idris Elba's combination of beauty, charisma, and self-assurance proved to be the perfect formula for his legendary status in the entertainment world. Denzel Washington, the timeless icon of talent and charismatic appeal. Denzel Washington is not just a screen legend, he is a powerful presence in the film industry, capturing attention wherever he goes. Renowned for his sharp, masculine features, piercing eyes, and a smile that seems capable of halting time, Denzel has solidified his place as an irreplaceable figure. No one has matched his combination of charm and skill. Take the memorable moment when he auditioned for the role of Malcolm X. When Denzel walked into the room, everyone was left in awe. Spike Lee, known for his high standards, was astounded. After a brief pause, Spike simply declared, "No more auditions needed. This is the Malcolm X I've been searching for." A single glance was all it took, sending ripples through Hollywood. But there's more. While filming an outdoor scene in Harlem, the crowd couldn't stop staring at him. One woman shouted, "Denzel, you're every woman's dream." Denzel smiled graciously, his magnetic and humble aura leaving everyone in admiration. He's more than just a pretty face, his talent resonates with audiences. When asked repeatedly about how his looks have influenced his career, he always responds, "It's talent that truly matters." Denzel's allure goes beyond his physical appearance, it's also in his remarkable character. On and off the screen, Denzel Washington has become a symbol of inspiration and emotional connection. Morris Chestnut, the football star who left Hollywood weak in the knees. Morris Chestnut has become a household name in Hollywood, especially after his portrayal of Lance Sullivan in The Best Man in 1999. However, what many don't realize is that director Malcolm D. Lee cast Morris not only for his acting talent, but because of his overwhelming charm and striking looks. Morris walked into the audition wearing a perfectly tailored gray suit, his sharp gaze and radiant smile instantly changing the room's energy. One female producer whispered, "He looks like he belongs on the cover of a magazine." Malcolm D. Lee confessed that upon seeing Morris, he thought, "This is Lance Sullivan." He's not just handsome and strong, but there's a magnetism about him that makes you fall for him. Morris's magnetic appeal didn't end there. During the wedding scene in The Best Man, a group of women on set couldn't resist gravitating toward him. The director had to halt filming to rearrange the scene, while the actresses continued to gossip about him. He's not just good looking, he has this energy that makes everyone around him swoon. After the film's success, Morris became the epitome of masculinity, frequently appearing in major advertising campaigns. One watch company even invited him to star in an ad with the slogan, "Time can't dull his charm." With his flawless looks and undeniable magnetism, Morris Chestnut carved his name into Hollywood's legacy. Will Smith, from Fresh Prince to the global icon of charm and allure. Will Smith, with his captivating smile and intense gaze, captured Hollywood's attention like no other. Since the 90s, when he starred in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Will quickly became a household name. The show's director didn't hesitate to declare, no one else could play this role. He's not just talented, he has an undeniable presence that draws people in. With his charismatic demeanor and magnetic charm, Will swiftly transitioned into major blockbuster films like Independence Day and Men in Black. His good looks weren't just confined to the screen, brands like Coca-Cola and Tommy Hilfiger lined up to feature him in their campaigns. Will's advertisements, from sleek black suits to smoldering glances, always left the audience in awe. Will's looks didn't only set him apart in movies and commercials, his personal life became a subject of fascination. Despite being married to Jada, Will was pursued by countless stunning women. The most talked about moment? A co-star's bold confession of her feelings for him on the set of Bad Boys. Nevertheless, Will remained faithful to Jada, earning worldwide admiration. After winning the Oscar, Will sparked attention again when he turned down a dinner invitation from an actress, saying he was enjoying a lovely evening with my family. That simple line cemented Will's status as not only a charming figure but also a symbol of dedication and loyalty, keeping his place as an untouchable icon in the eyes of his fans. Michael B. Jordan, the beauty storm that made the world stand in awe. In 2020, Michael B. Jordan captured global attention not just for his acting prowess, but for his irresistible charm. After his breakout roles in Creed and Black Panther, top brands quickly sought him out. But one moment took everyone by surprise, the Coach men's fragrance campaign. When he entered the advertising company's meeting room, the atmosphere shifted. Michael, dressed in a simple white shirt, with his toned physique and radiant dark skin, commanded immediate attention. The campaign's creative director confessed, "We knew instantly, he's the face we've been searching for. He's not just handsome, his presence is so compelling, you can't look away." Thus, the Coach campaign became centered around Michael B. Jordan. The ad, set in a dreamlike atmosphere with soft lighting, featured Michael standing still, his gaze alone sparking a storm of attraction. It was so powerful that the campaign became a massive hit, and Michael was named People magazine's sexiest man alive in 2020. His allure came not only from his looks, but from a rare blend of inner strength and charm that allowed him to conquer both Hollywood and the advertising world. Daniel Kaluuya's beauty as a symbol of power in his portrayal of Fred Hampton. In 2019, Daniel Kaluuya joined Judas and the Black Messiah, a film portraying the life of Fred Hampton, the leader of the Black Panther Party. When Daniel entered the project, he brought not only the fame he earned from Get Out and Black Panther, but also an undeniable allure. On set, Daniel captivated everyone not only with his talent, but also with his commanding presence. His intense eyes and warm smile left the entire crew spellbound. Even director Shaka King remarked, Daniel didn't just embody Fred Hampton, he brought a magnetic quality that made the character unforgettable. To truly transform into Hampton, Daniel spent months researching the leader's life, perfecting his voice, and embracing the character's fighting spirit. This dedication, combined with his naturally masculine features and powerful aura, breathed life into the iconic figure. When the film hit theaters, Daniel's performance didn't just move audiences to tears, his captivating presence solidified him as a new Hollywood icon. Following the role, he received numerous offers for collaborations, from major film projects to prestigious brands. For Daniel, his looks, coupled with his talent and passion, were the tools that allowed him to exceed all expectations. Chadwick Boseman, when T'Challa entered, even Marvel had to acknowledge his beauty and majesty. In 2016, Marvel Studios faced a pivotal question: who would portray T'Challa in Black Panther? When Chadwick Boseman stepped into the audition room, the decision was made instantly. Kevin Feige, president of Marvel, recalled, "The room seemed to glow." Chadwick possessed not only striking looks, but also a commanding presence that made it impossible to look away. What truly amazed everyone was how he conveyed the character's inner strength. Without uttering a word, just by sitting there with his intense gaze, the power of a king was clear, earning the respect of the entire production team. Director Ryan Coogler whispered, "He doesn't need to act. Chadwick is T'Challa." From that moment, Chadwick embodied the essence of royalty, as if regal blood ran through his veins. After he landed the role, Kevin Feige personally called him, and with one statement, made history: "You weren't just cast for your acting, you are the perfect image of a king." Black Panther quickly launched Chadwick into global stardom, with his unmatched beauty, demeanor, and presence solidifying him as an irreplaceable legend. John Boyega, from unknown actor to an unstoppable force in Star Wars. In 2014, when John Boyega stepped into the audition room for the role of Finn in Star Wars: The Force Awakens, he was a complete unknown in Hollywood. Yet no one could have anticipated that moment would mark the beginning of his rise to stardom. While many other candidates struggled through lengthy scripts, Boyega only needed a few lines, standing tall in a simple suit, his bright eyes and infectious smile capturing everyone's attention. His charm was like an enigmatic force that left the room mesmerized. One producer confessed, "We didn't need to see anyone else. When John walked in, we knew immediately he was Finn. No one else came close." From that moment, Boyega became not just a hero in Star Wars, but a new face of Hollywood. His masculine beauty, deep skin, and commanding presence added depth to the film's appeal. His career skyrocketed, with numerous brand partnerships and a permanent place in the film industry. Sterling K. Brown, from rising movie star to Giorgio Armani fashion icon. In 2016, an unexpected call from his manager changed the trajectory of Sterling K. Brown's career. He was selected to represent Giorgio Armani in an advertising campaign, an opportunity too good to pass up. Already established in the film industry, venturing into the world of high fashion was a move that caught everyone's attention. Though not a model, Sterling's striking looks and commanding presence made him the perfect choice for the luxury brand. When he stepped into the photo studio, he brought an infectious energy. Dressed in an elegant black suit and a crisp white shirt, Sterling exuded an undeniable charm. His images in the Armani suit quickly became iconic, bringing global attention to the campaign. Before long, Sterling became a symbol of refinement, gaining prominence in the fashion world. Renowned magazines like Vogue and GQ clamored to feature him on their covers, celebrating his flawless beauty. Yet, Despite the allure of the fashion world, he never allowed it to overshadow his acting career, consistently maintaining his stature as a true movie star. Trevante Rhodes, the heartthrob who rose to Hollywood stardom. In the summer of 2015, Trevante Rhodes was an unknown actor with no idea that one phone call would change his life. He was told about an important role in an independent film, and when he entered the audition room, all eyes were immediately drawn to him. With his muscular frame, striking features, and irresistible smile, Trevante took control of the room. Then, his ability to balance strength with vulnerability in his performance completely won over director Barry Jenkins. "We needed someone who could convey both fragility and inner power. Trevante was the only actor who could do that," Barry said. Soon after, Trevante was cast in the lead role in Moonlight, a film that catapulted him from obscurity to stardom. After winning accolades at the Venice Film Festival and securing an Oscar, Trevante proved that his appeal wasn't just about his captivating looks, but also his undeniable talent. While he was pursued by numerous brands, he kept a grounded approach, prioritizing his acting career. With all eyes on him, Trevante solidified his place as a new Hollywood icon. Lance Gross, the undeniable standout from Puma to Hollywood. In 2009, Lance Gross walked into the casting room with an undeniable presence. With a muscular physique, intense eyes, and a captivating smile, he wasn't just a talented actor but a natural embodiment of allure. From the moment he stepped in, the entire room was mesmerized by his masculinity and perfect features. It was no surprise when Puma selected Lance to be the face of their advertising campaign. They needed someone who could embody youth, energy, and charisma. Lance was the ideal choice. In dynamic, sporty attire, Lance not only exuded strength, but also a magnetic beauty, like a true athlete. His photos quickly graced magazine covers, billboards, and online ads, turning into a global sensation. Even brands like L'Oreal couldn't resist, inviting him to represent their hair care line. As his advertising career soared, Lance remained focused on his acting roles. From playing Calvin Payne in House of Pain to fronting major campaigns, Lance consistently shone as a star. His flawless looks and undeniable presence have solidified his place as one of the entertainment industry's most prominent names. Jesse Williams, Hollywood's new sensation with a cold, piercing gaze. In the spring of 2016, Los Angeles wasn't just hot from the sun, it also witnessed a career-altering moment for Jesse Williams. When the doors to the Versace casting opened, light seemed to follow every step he took. With perfectly styled hair, a form-fitting shirt, a tall, sculpted frame, and flawless features, he became a living icon. But it wasn't just his appearance. Jesse's deep, enigmatic blue eyes were the real power, leaving everyone in the room in awe. "This is the guy we need," said Gianni Versace Jr., unable to look away from his almost mystical presence. There was no need for effort, no need to stand out intentionally. A single glance was enough to captivate everyone. Within days, Jesse had signed a contract with Versace, marking his debut in the brand's groundbreaking campaign. His photos in a sleek black suit, exuding an icy confidence, won the hearts of fashion enthusiasts and turned the campaign into a global sensation. From billboards in Times Square to magazines and social media, Jesse's image became ubiquitous. More than just a Versace model, he became a new symbol of confidence and beauty that went beyond looks. MCAD Brooks, the irresistible True Blood star who became a fashion icon with just a shirt. In 2009, MCAD Brooks had just stepped out from behind the scenes of True Blood, unaware that a simple advertising campaign would elevate him to new heights. During a promotional photo shoot for the show, a director's friend couldn't help but admire MCAD's striking appearance. His gaze seemed to capture every detail of his face and toned physique. That friend happened to be the communications director of Calvin Klein, who said, "We need someone who not only looks beautiful but commands attention like this." When MCAD slipped into a Calvin Klein ensemble, everything seemed to glow. The camera flashes accentuated his strong, captivating features, and with each shot, he held everyone's attention. This moment marked MCAD's transformation from a well-known actor to a full-fledged fashion icon. Through this campaign, MCAD became not just a star on screen, but a global fashion sensation admired by millions. Lorenzo Loren Tate, the divine gaze that made him a movie star. In the summer of 1996, while Chicago simmered under intense heat, Loren Tate entered the casting room like a breath of fresh air, bringing something completely unique. Dressed in enigmatic black, with captivating dark skin, Loren didn't need to say a word to capture everyone's attention. Director Theodore Witcher, in search of someone who could embody the depth of Darius Lovehall and Love Jones, was immediately entranced. Loren's cool yet emotionally charged gaze left Witcher unable to look away. "This is the Darius I need," he thought. Loren's charm didn't stem from elaborate words or grand gestures. It was his deep, soulful eyes that conveyed both sorrow and a longing for love. With every glance, Loren dominated the room. Each look hinted at a promising career ahead. When he smiled, the entire space seemed to soften. The next day, Loren received the call. The role of Darius Lovehall was his. From that moment, Loren became not only a movie star but a symbol of love, romance, and mystery. Love Jones became a timeless classic, and Loren Tate, with his unforgettable gaze, etched his name in the hearts of audiences. Tyrese Gibson, the irresistible man with a complicated love life. From the moment Tyrese Gibson entered Hollywood, he quickly became a symbol of undeniable allure. Roles in The Fast and the Furious and Transformers were just the beginning. It was his magnetic presence that truly defined him. With deep eyes and a killer smile, Tyrese not only captivated fans, but also left even the most powerful stars powerless to resist. His relationship with Norma Mitchell serves as a perfect example of his irresistible charm. When Tyrese entered a room, all eyes were on him. With just one look, he and Norma were drawn together. However, his mesmerizing allure was also the reason their relationship eventually ended. Tyrese's striking appearance left women spellbound, yet often, they couldn't hold on to such beauty for themselves. Despite having a family, Tyrese remains the man that every woman dreams of. Omari Hardwick, from ghost to Hublot fashion icon. In 2015, Omari Hardwick hit new career heights through his role as James Ghost St. Patrick in Power. What no one expected, however, was that his strong, enigmatic presence would lead to an unexpected opportunity. One summer afternoon, Omari received a call from a longtime friend, the one who helped him become the ambassador for Hublot watches. "Your appearance, powerful with a hint of mystery, is exactly what Hublot needs," his friend explained. After some hesitation, Omari agreed to give it a shot. The moment Omari stepped into the photo shoot, magic unfolded. The luxury watches seemed custom-made for his wrist, with the light focusing on his face and muscular frame. Each photo radiated power, intrigue, and charm. After the campaign, Omari was no longer just Ghost. He became a style icon, a fixture in the luxury fashion world, with millions unable to take their eyes off him. Algie Smith, the charismatic man who shattered all stereotypes. During a tense audition for The Hate U Give, Algie Smith captivated everyone, not just with his acting talent, but also with his undeniable presence. When he walked into the audition room, the atmosphere shifted instantly. With his chiseled face, deep eyes, and confident aura, Algie made everyone stop and stare. Dressed casually in a shirt and jeans, he radiated an energy that commanded attention. But what stood out wasn't just his looks, it was how he embodied his character, Chris, in his first scene with Amandla Stenberg. In the dimly lit room, as Algie locked eyes with Amandla, the raw emotion between them was palpable. One could feel the stark contrast between his perfect beauty and Chris's inner turmoil. Even Amandla had to take a moment to regain composure. The scene wasn't just memorable for its powerful acting, but for the seamless fusion of talent and irresistible allure that left everyone in awe. Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, Hollywood hero turned fashion icon. In March, on a bright sunny afternoon, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II walked into a Los Angeles studio, not to prepare for a film role, but to take on a new challenge, Tom Ford's advertising campaign. No one expected such a star like Yahya to need to prove himself, but this photo shoot marked a turning point. As soon as he entered the room, the bright lights highlighted his chiseled physique. Wearing a sleek black suit, Yaya didn't just wear clothes, he became a living work of art. His deep eyes alone were enough to make everyone stop breathing. It was a surreal moment. Not just a model, Yaya became an icon of allure and strength. Aldous Hodge, the charismatic man who even directors admire. When Aldous Hodge walked into the casting room for Hidden Figures, the entire crew was mesmerized. Dressed in a sharp black suit, with neatly groomed hair and radiant skin, he moved with a confidence that drew everyone's gaze. Director Theodore Melfi, known for his tough standards, was captivated not just by Aldous's looks, but by the strength and depth he brought to the role of Mary Jackson. Despite his supporting role, Aldous commanded the room, and it wasn't just the women who couldn't look away. His magnetism had an undeniable effect on everyone. As Melfi put it, "You're not just a pretty face, Aldous. You're an icon." Read Jean Page, When Beauty Becomes a Golden Brand. After Bridgerton took the world by storm, Reed Jean Page became more than just a screen star. He became a golden name in luxury fashion advertising. His captivating appearance and confident demeanor made him the perfect choice for prestigious brands. However, it was his campaign with Giorgio Armani Code that elevated his allure to new heights. When Reed entered the photo studio in Milan, the room seemed to freeze. Dressed in an elegant Armani suit, it wasn't just the clothes, his deep gaze and enchanting smile captured everyone's attention. Fashion experts couldn't help but admit, he doesn't just wear clothes, he makes them part of himself. Every step he took, every subtle movement, felt like a mesmerizing performance. That shot wasn't merely an advertisement, it was an irresistible display of charm. Since then, Reed Jean Page has evolved into not just a famous actor but a hot commodity in advertising, with brands competing to feature him in campaigns that span from luxury fashion to socially conscious projects. His beauty has transformed into a brand that the world can't ignore. Michael Ealy, the man with eyes that capture every gaze. On a light rainy morning in New York, Michael Ealy stepped into an upscale building for a casting session for Calvin Klein's advertising campaign. As soon as he entered the room, all eyes were on him, not just because he stood out, but because of the undeniable magnetism he exuded. His deep blue eyes, flawless skin, and confident stride radiated masculinity that was impossible to ignore. Standing there, bathed in light that accentuated his sculpted physique, he seemed to stop time. The creative director, a veteran in the industry, couldn't hide his admiration, exclaiming, "It's him, no one else." After the shoot, Michael Ealy became the definitive face of the campaign, cementing his place not just as a movie star, but as a fashion icon. His campaigns consistently captured attention, embodying both timeless beauty and style that made him something everyone wanted to possess. Donald Glover, When Talent Meets Charm. That summer, Donald Glover stepped into the fitting room for a Gucci campaign, and instantly, his perfect figure, captivating face, and confident demeanor drew all eyes in the room. No one could look away. Dressed in a sleek black suit, shiny shoes, and a pristine white shirt, Donald brought the Gucci collection to life. But it was his sharp, challenging gaze that truly stood out, as if saying, "No one can outshine me." Every gesture of his exuded magnetism. After just 30 minutes of shooting, it was clear the Gucci campaign would be a massive hit. The creative director didn't hesitate to declare, Donald Glover is the perfect face for this campaign. Chiwetel Ejiofor, a high-end fashion icon with irresistible charisma. On a crisp May morning, Chiwetel Ejiofor walked into a luxurious mansion in London, preparing for a high-end fashion photo shoot. Though accustomed to the spotlight, today felt different. The moment he entered the room, his charisma commanded the attention of everyone present. With his light curly hair and sharp eyes, which seemed to hold an entire world within them, Chiwetel didn't need to try to stand out. His mere presence brought everything to life. The creative director immediately recognized that Chiwetel was the perfect blend of intellect and style. As he moved, the light reflected off his bronzed skin, and his outfit seemed to come alive. Chiwetel was a living work of art. He wasn't just the face of the campaign, he embodied the essence of elegance. Kofi Siriboe, from silver screen star to H&M's charismatic icon. On a beautiful morning in Los Angeles, Kofi Siriboe walked into the H&M studio for his first advertising campaign. While he was no stranger to admiration, this time, everything felt different. The golden lights highlighted his sun-kissed skin, accentuating his fit physique and irresistible charm. Dressed in a tight white shirt and black trousers, Kofi wasn't just an actor, he was a living piece of art. With each confident step, the entire studio fell into awe. When the photographers signaled for a pose, Kofi needed nothing but a subtle smile, and the surroundings seemed to fall into perfect harmony. One stylist remarked, "He looks like a prince from a fairy tale." Since that day, Kofi Siriboe has solidified his place as a true fashion icon. Nnamdi Asomugha, a gaze that changed the script. When Nnamdi Asomugha auditioned for The Affair in 2014, the entire casting room was captivated. Standing before them was not just a former professional football player, but a man with an undeniable, strong beauty. His deep gaze, chiseled features, and confident smile held everyone's attention. Initially, Nnamdi's role was intended to be a minor one, with limited screen time. However, once the director saw him, everything changed. They couldn't fathom relegating such a powerful presence to a small part. Within weeks, the script was rewritten, and Nnamdi's character was expanded into a central figure in a dramatic love story that ran through the season. In each scene, Nnamdi not only displayed his acting talent, but also mesmerized viewers with his masculine elegance and unique allure. When The Affair aired, Nnamdi's performance earned significant attention, not just for his acting but for his unforgettable beauty. Jussie Smollett, a captivating gaze that made male co-stars swoon. Jussie Smollett, openly identifying as gay, had relationships within the entertainment industry, though he was private about his romantic life. On the set of Empire, under the bright stage lights and cameras, Jussie was involved in a romantic connection that few knew about. Beyond his talents as an actor and singer, Jussie's magnetic presence and incredible appearance made everyone around him, regardless of gender, fall under his spell. His deep blue eyes, smooth brown skin, and soft curly hair made him a living symbol of allure. But it was his confidence and energy that truly set him apart. His aura was irresistible, drawing in not only women but also Malik, a new actor on set. Every move Jussie made seemed to emit an energy no one could resist. After a conversation following a shoot, Jussie and Malik became closer, spending time together both professionally and personally. Taye Diggs, an irresistible charm on the set of How Stella Got Her Groove Back. When Taye Diggs stepped onto the set of How Stella Got Her Groove Back, no one expected that a newcomer like him could create such a sensation. During his first scene with Angela Bassett at an upscale restaurant, the atmosphere seemed to freeze, charged with tension and emotion. Taye portrayed Terry, the confident and charming young man who captivated not only Stella but the entire crew. His deep eyes, irresistible smile, and magnetic gaze made it impossible for anyone to look away. Angela Bassett confessed that every glance from Taye filled her with an emotional power she couldn't quite describe. From that moment, Taye proved he was more than just a handsome face, he was a talented actor whose charisma brought a unique intensity to every scene. And so, Taye Diggs transitioned from a newcomer to one of Hollywood's brightest stars. Luke James, a heartthrob that stunned the studio. On a hot summer afternoon, the studio fell silent as Luke James entered. All eyes were on him, not only because he was the model for the Puma campaign, but due to his irresistible beauty. His fit physique, smooth skin, and flawless features made the entire team pause, unable to believe what they were seeing. When the camera began to flash, Luke only needed one glance, one poised yet seductive stance, and the atmosphere became charged with electricity. Especially when he smiled, his smile was enough to melt hearts, leaving everyone captivated. The resulting photos weren't just images, they were works of art, with Luke James transforming from a model into a symbol of undeniable allure. Now you've learned some captivating stories about 29 of the most handsome black men in Hollywood. Each story, each gaze, and each smile exudes an irresistible charm, don't you agree? But if you're still hungry for more stunning faces, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below and subscribe to the channel to find out which beautiful men will make their debut in upcoming videos.